morning students, welcome back to today's class. Today we are going to see that chapter 7 of accountancy, depreciation, provision and reserves. This is video number 9. Now we are going to see that creating provision for depreciation account or accumulate depreciation account. Clear now? Now the second way we are going to find out, that means that is known as that accumulated depreciation method. Okay, under this, the same way we are purchasing that the cycle, then we write that the cycle is asset, that cycle account or asset account debit. Same way 4,000 to cash means to cash account 4,000. Narration is in the same way. Next is at the end of the year when we are charging that the depreciation. So depreciation is asset, we charge that the depreciation account debit. The same depreciation 400 into 400, but here we are not charging directly to asset. Instead of that, we are making one dummy account. We call that provision. Provision means for the upcoming expenses. If one expenses is taken place or that expenses is going to be take place, that facilities or its benefit we already got. For in case of electricity bill, normally electricity bill may come after the usage of that electricity. For example, maybe last month is August, no? Yeah, August electricity bill may come in this time, maybe 5, 6 or 7, 8 days it may come. Just example. But if we are, we don't know that amount also. You imagine that amount exactly we don't know that amount, no? After reading that meter, they will mention that the amount, no? So in that time, we need to show this is also expense of last month itself, because we got benefit of that electricity for the last month. For that period only we are paying that the expense. Clear now? So that revenue and expense must be matched. So that last year we last month means August we use it. So the bill amount we show in that the last month itself, not this month. August itself we show that the what? Yes, that expense we show last month. But we don't know that amount. So we will mention that we will create a provision. We almost find out that for that different method are there to create that provision. Normal simple way I say that last 3 months bill amount we collect. That means before August, July, June, before that May. So May, June, July. That 3 months average electricity charge we take. For example, that may be that average amount for one month. It may be, you just imagine that 1,000 rupees. Then second month it may be 1,100. Okay, 100. And the third month it may be 1,000 itself. Okay, then we take its total and divided by 3. Then what amount we get? 133. Then this total divided by 3, what amount we get? That we consider as an average, no? So that average we consider it may come. or whatever is that the amount, we assume only, not exactly amount, that we say as that okay, for the electricity bill, now itself we reduce that much amount. If that amount is varying little bit here and there, that not the issue. Okay, you understand now? So for the upcoming expense, or one expense is taken place, but we didn't pay that, expense is going to take place, or expense is already taken, but we didn't pay that money. In that time, we are keeping that much amount, or how much is that its amount, or how much average, that much amount we keep aside in that particular year or that particular time itself. You understand now? So like that, when we keep aside, we call it is provision. You understand now? Provision detail we are going to see that now for the upcoming, you understand this much, for the upcoming expenses, or the expense is already taken place but its amount is not paid in that time, for that expenses which time it is occurred, from that time itself we make that provision. Clear now? So here you know that depreciation is already taken place, but we are not reducing this from the asset directly. Instead of that, we create here provision. So we write that provision for depreciation account. How much is that? This 400 we write here. You got clear? Did you understand that? That detail about provision you will study in this lesson in the coming classes. Okay. But you understand that if for the upcoming expenses, if we are not paying money, or that expenses is coming, then in order to meet that expenses, we already keep some amount separately. Or in other way, simple other way, we know that if in our house some functions are going to take place in the coming year, your parents, what they will do? Now itself they will find out that money for that. No? They will ask somebody if they don't have, or if you have some income, then you will keep that some amount separate for that. You understand now? For example, if a marriage function is going to take place in your house, then your parents, what they will do? For that marriage function, some money is spending now. And exactly on the morning of that function time, they will just work out, okay, today this much amount is giving like this. No, before itself we need to arrange that money. No? So that money we already arranged, we know that that expense is going to be taken place. So for that purpose, from your income, what is your income? From that income, we keep some amount separate. Clear now? When we keep that amount separate, we call that is provision. That means that amount we are taking only for that marriage function. If any other expense comes, or any other wants or needs is there, we are not spending from that amount. That amount we will consider for marriage function. You understand now? The same way, when we are keeping that amount for the upcoming expenses, we call it is what time? Provision. And it is for the depreciation, that is why we call that a provision for depreciation. If it is for electricity, we call that a for the electricity. If it is for the marriage, we call that a provision for marriage function. Whatever is at our purpose, by that name we can mention that. Clear now? Now you got that provision now? Clear now? Yes. And next is that this amount we have to cut or reduce from that in that year itself, from that profit and loss account. So again we write that profit and loss account debit to depreciation account. How much is charged here? So saying 400 units. You understand now? Now you see that what was the difference between the previous method and this method. There, depreciation we charge it directly to the asset. That means asset value is shown as that reduced. Clear now? And then here we can see that we once we purchased that asset, we debited that, but here we, when depreciation of this asset is taken place, then we didn't credit that. Instead of that, we create a provision for that depreciation. Understand now? That means in book, asset value is not reducing.